Hi, and welcome back. Today I'm going to be working a little bit on this harpoon buoy. Here I've got the front part of it cleaned up there, everything, and I have the handle right here. And this is a mule deer antler. It's a pretty good size antler. It fits the hand okay. With a spacer on it. And let's do a little dry fit up here and see what it's going to look like here. Now, I done fitted the guard a long time ago, so it will sit right in there. I may have to clean out some of the buildup there before I put it in the Squeeze-O-Matic 900. And yes, and that right there, and let's see, there we go. Okay, that's basically what it's going to look like. The handle's going to go up a little bit and curve down, fits your hand real good, everything, and you'll be able to slide up some on it. I may have to cut a little bit off the length, but I don't think so. Time I get it all squeezed in there where it's supposed to go, it'll probably be all right. And may have to take a little bit off the tang, since this is not a bolt through. This is not a takedown version of this. So anyway, I thought I'd get on this. I got done with M&A Outfitters, his Colorado style trapper knife, and it's on its way. So hopefully she will enjoy it, and maybe they will post a reaction video. I'm not going to post a video of me finishing it till after she gets it, and if she don't like it, then we'll find some way that she does. And dirt's collected in here. Let it sit for so long. Now, like I said, I didn't have the Squeeze-O-Matic 900, so that's the reason I didn't already finish this one. So I just decided that I needed it, so I got it, so I made it. So, anyway, like that. This is an 80 CRV2 harpoon point buoy. Now, it's going to have to be cleaned again. Everything is this 80 CRV2, but what I'm telling you right now, it likes rust. It attracts it very much so, very bad. It's dull. Of course, I didn't sharpen it or anything, so let's see what a piece of leather will do on buffing the surface up there. See if it will take any of the I may need to buff it again. If I do, I think this time I'll blue it. So let me do a little test sand here on it. I mean, it's not as bad as it could be, but it's worse than I want. So I got to do something. I just don't know about this 80 CRV steel. I mean, it seems like it's good enough steel to work and take an edge good and everything else, but it just rusts a dead darn much, you know. And I'm telling you, this knife right here ain't been made 6 months. And this one right here, been made for nearly 5 years. And I've not sanded it down. I've not put it on a buffer or anything. I did now, about 3 years ago, I did decide that I wanted the blade etched, so I did take the whole thing like this and put it down in there. The edge, I just washed it out there, like I said, on the knife care, just with a little soap and water, and then used a little, used my little bit of, no, I didn't use this. I done soap and water and Windex before I dipped it in the ferric chloride. And it didn't stay in there a minute and a half. And this is 1095 steel. So I don't know. And this has been carried in a leather sheath. Leather. Something that's notorious for holding water, moisture. And it ain't rusted. Like I said, the ones I've got in this, that I've got in stock on my Etsy store, they ain't rusted. I've got these right here. Stored them in. That gets me. Okay. Survival knife. Same as it was when I put it in there. Got a gray patina, gray and mustard patina. Cocobella handles. Even the back strap back here, it's not rusted. And it's in Kydex. Out here in my building where I store them. Right there. Straight back. Now I did put Vaseline on these. I decided I'd put Vaseline on, but even on the back where I've not put it, it's not rusted. I didn't know if this was going to be long-term storage or not, so I just went ahead and put a little bit on it, on that one when I built it. Anything else in here? I got plenty of them. Another survival knife. There's a little fire spindle bearing. Fine. $10.95. If I'm remembering right. This one's been blued with Paducah handles. It's not rusted. Even with gun bluing on it, it's not rusted. Backstrap's not rusted. The palm's not rusted. That's what gets my goat. Is trying to figure out why and how that the 80 CRV2s is rusted. Another one's it's my little S7 III. It's got that's American Red Oak handles on it, and it's fine. Still, like I said, $10.95 steel. Well, anyway, all I could do is wonder. So, this $10.95. Not a bit of rust on it, and they're stored in a sheath, leather. I just don't understand this. Just don't understand how that happens, but apparently it does. So that may be the last time I get any 80 CRV2. I just, yeah. Anyway, let me buff this up, then I'll see what I can do with it. Okay, I've come to a conclusion. This 80 CRV2 rusted with petroleum jelly on it, Vaseline. So, and if I have took it, I rubbed 400 grit sandpaper on it and started putting it on the buffer to see what could be done. And looks like it needs to go back up to the grits. So I'm not going to do that. No. I'm going to post this video, and whoever wants this knife right here, it's 80 CRV2, been heat treated already, heat treated, tempered, and hand sanded at least twice through the grits from 120 on up to 400, and buffed and dipped and everything else. Just like this. Nothing else. This right here. Let me know. And I'll send this bad boy to you. How's that? Because I am tired of messing with it. I'm not going to use any more 80 CRV2 at all. I've got 1084 right here. That ain't half as rusty as this was. It ain't done nothing to it. So, anyway, that's how I am. I've put too many hours in this to have it be that rusty. If it was a San Mai blade or something like that, or something that wasn't supposed to be one of these super alloys that people swear by, well, I'm swearing at it. I don't think if I do another 80 CRV2 knife, it'd be 3 times my price. I'll just have to go up on it that much, because I cannot guarantee any rust. I cannot guarantee any damage that that rust won't damage it, because this one right here has already got little chicken pox scars on it right now, and like I said, and I took it up slick as a minnow, and before I ever done anything to it. I coated it in the ferric chloride. That usually stops it what it had, as on the 1095 blades, and even the 01 ones. Once you dip them in that, the rust is pretty much over with, done. I'm not saying that it won't rust. Any knife will rust. It's not stainless steel, and stainless steel in the right conditions will oxidize, and that's all rust is oxidize. It oxidizes away. So aluminum will oxidize and just turn to powder, just get gone. Yep. Yes, but it's a beautiful knife. Everything on it's, other than the finish. If you don't care what the finish is and whatever else, here's your knife. It's a big one, but you got to build a sheath and put a handle on it. The piece, nothing, you don't get nothing but this. That's it. Now, I'm not going to try to break it or anything. I don't know if I could break it. It's probably the toughest steel here, but it's easiest to rust, and I won't put up with that. I won't put up with that at all. I hate rust. That's the reason it kind of burns my biscuits when one rusts like that. Out of no reason whatsoever. This one's got dirt all over it. There's 1084. 1084. Right here's some spots on there where I used, instead of using Satanite, I used red clay, and that done a little something to the metal. But I can have this one cleaned up and the handle on it, you know, probably in 2 or 3 hours. Probably a little longer than that, but still, this is 1084, and it's a whole lot better shape in this condition right now than that is sanded, hand sanded right now. Now, I mean, as far as rust goes, there's virtually none on it. Virtually none. The other side's got dirt and everything else on it where I laid it down there a while ago. But there it is. Look. No rust. Now, granted, this up here don't look the best in the world, and since I've got the heating tube now, I think I'm going to go ahead and reheat trick this one, hand sanded, or just sand it, and do a little more on it. This I can deal with. This will fix easy, a whole lot easier than this one will. In my humble opinion. So, but this is ADC RV2, so my first experience with it, I don't think it can get any worse. I mean, as far as rust, I mean, it was rusted up nearly solid, while one side of it would just turn just completely brown with rust while I was grinding the other side right there on the belt sander. So I figured that right there was that was not going to be a good steel for me. I hate it about as much as I hate stainless steel is one rusted. But I want carbon steel when I do my knives and everything, because knife's a tool. You need a tool that you can trust, that you can work with, that will do what you want it to do. If you need to light a fire, find you a rock and some dry tinder. High carbon steel knife, get a fire going. May not be able to do as fast as a Bic lighter, but it will do it, because I've demonstrated that in earlier videos of it. Yeah, even with a broken one of my knives. So anyway, if you're serious and want it, let me know. Everything. Alright, until next time, it's Bobby Shilson. God bless.